Welcome back. Welcome back. We have Phil Wiles and Morgan Walton with us from the Ozark Wood Turners. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Now, are you having an event coming up real soon that we need to talk about? A show and sale.
November the 5th.
Okay.
At the Cooper Park.
Cooper Park, okay.
And Van Mater Senior Center.
Right.
Starts at 9 in the morning, ends up about 5 in the afternoon. Free admission. And we'll have approximately 6 live demos on the lathe. So.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
All right.
So these are all made by local.
Yes.
All part of your, because I couldn't clap because I was so busy. This says cherry walnut maple paddock or something like that, and it's by Bud Brown.
Bud Brown.
So is that common for people to initial the bottom of it
Yes.
like that?
Yeah. Most always, everybody will initial the pieces.
Now, is this glued together? Once
it's all cut and glued together.
Cut and glued together. I hope you can see that.
All this is turned, right?
It's all turned on a lathe.
Wow. And here we have one. Box Elder by Holly Anderson and Phil
Wiles.
Wow, this is you.
Yeah,
now,
I made the bowl and she did the
so is this
doodle.
paint then on this?
Yep, she took a pencil or a pen.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Special
this is
pen.
look at this.
It's not a stencil.
Beautiful.
It's not a decal.
Stencil.
Nope,
Pick up another
hand
one
done.
while I got the camera on me. Look at this one. Oh, darn. We've gone away. Now, I don't want to flip this one over. This was, who is this one by?
Phil Wiles did that.
Oh, you did this again?
Yeah.
Oh, this is absolutely stunning. Look at this, people. Look at that.
Now, I have got to ask you about this
Beautiful.
one. There's no way this could be turned on a lathe.
He turned it on a lathe and then carved it.
And then carved it. Okay.
Yeah.
So turned each one of those things on the lathe?
Well, he turned it as a
I don't know
full
if you
piece.
can see that or not.
And then hand carved all of it. And his name is Ron Ufkus.
Ron
Did that,
Ufkus. You want me to hold it over here?
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the close-ups, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's quite unique. It looks like it's actually individual pieces glued together, but it's one solid
It's
piece.
one solid piece.
And it was carved out. Okay, let me bring it over this way.
Isn't that gorgeous? I've never seen anything like that. Well, I'm
That's
going to
a
pick them all
one-solid
up
piece
before it's
there.
over
Okay.
with, if we can just keep zooming in.
Okay.
Because
You
this,
wanna-
look at this is cool. Oh, now I'm on TV too, up close. We'll try to get in one spot. Poor cameraman over here. This, obviously, ladies, we know what this is. They're not
head
used
beater.
too much. Everybody buys those ready-made crafts. Yeah, this is a head beater,
head
Dan.
one.
Who is this by? Oh, this is
You
you,
made that,
Morgan?
okay.
Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. So these pieces, and then this, but it's glued together because it does change. Now I have wood turned before, gentlemen. I know it's surprising. I made a set of pins one time, and so it's a little thing, and you just basically take your chisels and go down like that.
Yeah. We have 4 ladies in our club. There's
Really?
56 members in our club, but 4 women.
4
are
women?
turners.
Well, it is really, and I mean, like I said, I made a little pin set, and I goofed up the first set and had to start over. But so I understand how it works, but getting from my little pin to something like this, I'm not sure I understand how many hours does it take you to do that?
Approximately 2 weeks.
Two weeks.
Oh,
2
really?
weeks. All day, every day for 2 weeks, I bet.
Up to 10 or 12 hours a day.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now, how long have y'all been
Jeez.
turning?
I've been turning about 3 years.
3 years?
My wife has too.
Okay, and you, Phil?
I started in 1958, so I'm about 53 years.
About 53 years.
But-
Well, then you should be this good by now, I think.
Did you want to comment on this one?
That is Joe Burfanger, and that's a very difficult piece to do. He's one of our oldest members of the club. He was in the club before it even started, he said. So
Okay. Now, this part where he's come down, that's
it's turned.
turn, and then he just turns it and cuts a piece
It's
out.
called a 3-axis turning.
You have to move this several different times when you do your
3 times.
I watched the wood carving on AETN, and it's very, very interesting to watch.
Well, that was all done on a lathe. There's no wood carving
There's
there.
no wood carving. The thing spins like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And you just,
Are there any projects that you get to almost finish with this and you ruin it?
oh, yeah.
It does happen. I've had it happen one time on a very decent piece, and I had to have the piece done in a
Oh,
hurry.
boy.
It was a giveaway, so
Do you like chip a piece out? Is that the most common mistake?
it come
you
off the
make?
lathe and hit the wall.
Oh, it just came loose.
Yes.
Oh,
and it
wow.
broke.
Yep.
Well, now we
Oh,
have
boy.
one more to mention.
Yeah,
okay.
Whose is this one?
And that belongs to James Pruitt. He's our club president. So,
Now, let's talk brass tacks, boys. You said sale. How much these sell for? These look like they'd cost a fortune, quite frankly.
Well, I don't think this one is for sale. The one that Holly Anderson did, it'll go for about $300.
Wow, that was this one?
Nope, the one with the...
Oh, this one right
yes.
here.
Well, this piece has a
Wow.
price tag on it.
And I don't know what that is.
It's $499.
Yep. There's hours and hours spent.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can see.
And to say it's a unique, one-of-a-kind piece. And this, is that one piece of wood?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
look here, people. That is one, I wish you could feel in there. It's absolutely one, feel that in.
Oh, yeah.
It is just one beautiful piece of wood.
Yeah.
That, and I have to get my glasses on
It
to
took her
really
about
see.
14 hours to doodle that in there, as she might say.
She does that all freehand.
Yep. It's all,
Yeah.
Wow.
And she probably doesn't know what it's going to end up like.
No.
Just hopefully it matches on the
Yeah.
other end, right? I understand that, yeah.
Now, you said you've got about 50 members, you said, in your club?
Yes. Mhm.
When do you meet?
The third Saturday of every month out in Lakeview, at the Lakeview Center out there.
Yeah.
And it starts about 1 o'clock. Visitors are welcome.
Do you actually turn at the meetings?
Almost every month we have a demo of
Okay.
various kinds.
And at
So-
the sale, you're going to have, what, 4? Did you say 4
We'll
demonstrations?
have
or 4
probably
demonstrators?
6.
6, okay.
Demonstrations, more than likely. There'll be small bowls to tops, to little tiny tops that you spin with your fingers, some with strings. And
But there's really no limit to what you can do. 'Cause I've never seen a rolling. I've seen various vessels
Yeah.
like this, but I've never seen a rolling pin.
Yep,
Yeah.
there's just hardly anything you can't turn on wood, you know. It's-
What particular types of wood? Because some of these had the names on the bottom, but
Yep.
this one doesn't. This just says
Yep.
Phil
That
Wiles.
one's-
What is this?
Cocobolo,
Uh-huh.
Babinga, ebony, and the most of it is curly maple.
Wow.
They're-
Now you have to you have to buy these wood, these types
Yes.
of wood. There's a place in Springfield I know that sells a lot
Yep.
of wood. So you go up there and
Yep, we go all over to get our wood.
do they come in like little strips and then you just move them down?
Well,
That's
we
charged?
Chart blocks.
You buy them boards.
Yeah,
Buy 'em
yeah.
boards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to be 29 to 39 inches long to start cutting up. So
Okay.
Did you bring something in here last year that of a piece you found it somewhere? A log or?
I found
Yeah,
some pieces
yeah.
on the river,
Yeah, that was it.
and
yeah.
I turned some pieces
Yeah.
on a candlestick. I think I brought in there.
And do you go looking for that kind of wood?
Oh yeah,
or-
we're always, and
Okay.
people call the club and say we got a tree down, so we get free wood that way.
Yeah. Even if they don't know what kind of wood it is, they think it's some kind of special.
Most
You can
people,
tell.
yeah, most
Can-
people know what
okay.
they
Any
do.
wood be turned? Are there some woods that just aren't?
Some woods are much better as far as prettier, the grain and such, but you can turn any wood.
Yeah.
We look
Wow.
for grain to bring the beauty of it turning out.
Yeah.
This is just amazing.
You need to come up a little bit, bud.
Absolutely amazing.
Well, let's before we run out of time, let's tell people where the event is and the dates again.
It's going to be at the Senior Center here in Mountain Home. It'll be November the 5th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And it's free admission. You don't
admission.
have to pay anything to come in.
Okay.
And there's just a lot of different items there to be seen.
This
It's
is
really,
just a small sampling of
oh,
what you're going to see.
absolutely.
There'll be 150, 200 pieces there at
Yeah.
least.
All right.
Wow, so people can come in and view them. And some, but not all, will be for sale.
Right. The majority of the tables will be for sale, but we do have a table that is not for sale. It's
That-
just for show only.
Is there a competition with this? I mean, that you can enter?
Yes, you have on our club we don't have a judged thing, but you
But like
can-
the state does? There's a state of Arkansas or even a national competition?
yes, they have symposiums all over the country for these judging pieces. And
Do you ever go to shows and you go, how in the world did he do that?
well, there's some pieces you wonder, but then you figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's
After 50 years, you've seen it all?
Yeah.
well, you always you wonder, and then you get busy thinking, and then you come up with it. So,
Do you ever admire someone else's skill level?
oh yes, always.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all beginners. True professionals.
True
So,
professionals.
Yeah.
Is this the most difficult? Is the single piece of wood over the glued piece?
Oh, no.
Oh no,
I
the
would
glue
think that
is
would
much
be-
more.
Oh, my God.
segmented pieces is much more difficult.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, all
this
of those
was just-
have to be cut at a certain angle, and they have to be sanded and fitted, and then glued together, and
Yeah,
then
just have to have a
turned.
lot of patience for this.
Yes.
a lot.
661 pieces of wood in that one.
Man,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I just don't understand how you turn off a flat piece of wood. I thought they all had to be round.
No,
we make them round
we
first,
glue
so
them
you-
up
Yeah.
semi-round, and then we turn them around.
Oh, so you glue this together and then you shape it to look like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well, that's
Yeah.
a big eye opener there, Sandra.
Yeah.
See, you're figuring it out how they
Because I
figure it out.
thought this is just impossible. I kind of had a menopause moment there for a minute. So you cut all of this, and it's like a jagged kind of brown and
12
goldy mess.
12 square pieces, you might say 12 edges out here, and then you have to turn those 12 pieces down,
And then you glue more on.
and then they just keep rounding out.
Yeah.
And then you do a final cut, is what I do, and do the final shaping after it's all done.
That's
And
so
that's,
amazing.
did you develop that pattern yourself, or are there patterns?
No,
You used to develop the pattern yourself?
yeah, the arrows is mine, the other part is another man's. It's hard to do anything that somebody else hasn't
Yeah.
done.
Done. Okay.
Every
Because
idea's
we had
been used.
a couple ladies a few weeks ago quilting. The same thing. There are quilt patterns that have been around forever, so it's really hard to go anywhere new with that. But you can always
Yeah,
tweak
you-
it here or there.
You change up and try and do something of your own.
No, they are absolutely stunning.
Very
gentlemen,
interesting.
Absolutely
The
stunning.
nice thing about our club is, too, that someone figures something out, how to do something, and then they share it with the other members, and so you can learn from that.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting to go, like I've been to several classes with Phil and with Jim and a few others, and you always learn something new and something different.
Well, your wood turning show and sale is coming up.
November the 5th.
Okay.
Starts at 9. It's at the Van Mater Senior Center over in Cooper Park.
Free admission. Come.
Free admission.
It's from. It's just a 1 day,
Demonstrations.
right? Demonstration.
day.
1 day. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
We thank you for
Got some.
having us.
Got
you.
some beautiful
Yep.
pieces here.
Yep.
Did you? Were there any one of these that you were going to donate to the station?
Yeah. Donate to
Or did we have a?
We
do we have a
brought the wrong.
choice?
We brought the wrong ones.
You brought the wrong ones. We're not going to have a
We
drawing
forgot
or
your
a
little
raffle.
You got the little top that you can bring the next
Yeah.
time. Thank
Yeah.
you guys so
Oh,
much.
thank
for being
you.
here.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, and you can go to their website, ozarkwoodturners.com, right?
Yeah, Morgan brought that. So
more
yeah.
information. That helped me out that sign
Yeah.
there. All right, up next, Gary Blank and Mr. Stacy Teffen from the Count, formerly known as Dracula.
Dracula.
Stay with us.